You know, the last time I didn't express your opinion, I was 15, and that was on my birthday. I'm 16 now, but, yeah, you're gonna get two express your opinions today. Inside Out and The Minions. So, one was really good, and the other sucked. Obviously, Inside Out was terrible, and it was just pure garbage, while The Minions was just amazing. Like, it was so original. Illumination Studios did its best. It's better than Disney. Yeah, this joke is dumb. Let's get serious. Inside Out was amazing. Like, probably it's the best film that Pixar has done in a long time because we've had Brave, which was meh, Cars 2, which was terrible, Monsters University, which I kind of liked, but it was just every college movie in the 80s. To be fair, I never watched those, so I kind of have a reason to like this film. But Inside Out, Pixar never had that great film. Like they never had like a film like they've had ranged from terrible to okay ever since Toy Story 3, which is one of my favorites at the moment, still. And but Inside Out was just that big thing, big idea. It was original. I mean, it's not like Osmosis Jones did it first. No, it did, but still, it was, while not the most original film, Inside Out, I'm talking about, it was it definitely knew it to do with the idea of emotions having feelings. Like what if, like there's this joke, 1995, what if toys had feelings? I think 2003, what if fish had feelings? 2015, what if feelings had feelings? But regardless, well, I only have 5 minutes because I want to do this too for. Inside Out, you've just had this great idea, and they did something great with it, where like it not only does it talk about like what, the mindset of our emotions, um, it um, goes into it goes into like growing up too, like like when you think about it, the like some of the things the emotions go through, the main ones being joy and sadness, is that they're going like think the whole thing I feel is a metaphor for growing up, like because later in the movie I don't want to spoil something, but it's but later in the movie there's a clear sign that the character there, a person that Riley, I can't think of a name, Riley, because it's supposed to be her emotions. Her, it's basically like a big metaphor, like yeah, she's growing up, and the whole thing, like there's even a joke at the end where I don't want to spoil it for you, but it definitely says yes, growing up. And another like thing, I like how they go in. It's not just limited to Riley's emotions. Like they go into the psyches of other, like her parents and something else in the end credits, like other characters, that other real life characters not stuck in the mind. A few problems I had with the movie. I mean, I love the movie, but um, we do the whole island system. Well, it's not a bad idea. She loses like practically all of them within 2 days. Like I know it's plot for the story, but she just like because the whole core memory system in the islands, she like apparently like the whole core memories, it's like what makes you you, like what makes you special. Like for me example, I only have few seconds left. I guess I'll make this longer, but the whole like what makes you you, she's into hockey, she loves her family, she's a goofball. Like for example, I'm huge into music, video games, media in general. um but it goes into very good detail about what we of what makes you you, but in the movie she loses her core memories, and like Joy and Sadness try to get them back to headquarters because of shenanigans, but it's like, it confuses me how, like, she loses these islands, like, these islands that the core memories are connected to. She just loses them all in one day. Like, seriously, like, you have one bad day and you lose everything that makes you you. Like, I don't lose the ability, if I have a bad day at school, or bad day in general, I don't lose the ability to play my guitar, or like, or my ability at video games. Like, it's a little dumb. Like, it's just one bad day. Sure that she did the other three emotions, fear, disgust, and anger. Like, that's what they're trying to manage things, but they're only making things worse, and like they're the only ones in base because of, again, shenanigans. It's like confusing. Like, she loses them in one day. Another thing that bothers me, not just the emotions, like, not they don't the emotions don't bother. It's like there's only like one good side character. Like and the side characters aren't really that, well, happy. Like, like, the characters, they're upbeat, mostly Joy, but even the others, except for Sadness, even though her joke is that she's always sad. But like, it's like, that's another thing I like. I'll get into that later, but it's like these side characters, these what run her brain, like, they're like these jelly bean things. What bothers me is that they're always negative. It's just like, you expect, I mean, I guess you could say because Riley's being negative, like, her whole brain's being negative, except for her emotions, which I think well, I mean, except for Joy, obviously. She's my favorite character, by the way, but it's like, I'm trying to think. Joy, sorry, I might cut this part out. But like, they're just so negative. Like, they don't seem like they're having fun. Like, it's not bad acting. It's just poorly written. It's just like how they write the characters. I guess, like I said, it may be because Riley's being depressed, and that if that was the case, then I would excuse it. I mean, but I'm not gonna make it a headcanon that because that happened. I mean, that's actually a cool idea when you think about it. Because Riley's being bad, her whole, not being bad, being depressed, her whole brain is being depressed. That's kind of probably an unintentional detail, but until, like, if that wasn't the intent, then I wouldn't say that's pretty bad. I would say it's pretty bad. Other things, what's another thing that I didn't like? Probably that's about it. A lot of people hate Joy. I think she's my favorite character because she always looks like, the way they write her, like, all the other four emotions are negative. Sadness, no one wants to be sad. Anger, no one likes to be angry. Disgust, no one likes to be disgust, like, look at disgust. And fear, no one likes to be scared. So, like, Joy, she usually tries to always manage the whole thing. She's pretty much the leader. And I kind of like how she's kind of like, I know this is an oxymoron. I kind of like how she's mean to the other emotions. Like, she doesn't want Riley to be sad, so she's always like trying to get at her way. And while that's usually not a good character, it works with Joy, as she's just always trying to make Riley positive, and I accept her for that. And the whole movie is about the whole importance of all the emotions and not just being happy. How spoilers, how sadness leads to joy. Like, and I like at the end she realizes why the other emotions are needed. Interruptions, they aren't fun. But I was talking about Joy and why I like her so much. But I don't know. It's just she learns why we need sadness, because it's like, I kind of like the little rivalry, but not really. Like a rivalry that it's not really a rivalry. It's more like Joy doesn't like sadness. It makes sense. I mean, no, think about it. No, everyone likes to be happy. No one likes to be sad. So it's like little equalization there. It's like, I don't know, the way they the way they wrote her and her confidence, she's not bland. She makes mistakes. It's like she's not just happy-go-lucky. You could argue I don't know how to describe her. She's just that good. It's like they just captured like how one can be happy. Like, the happy-go-lucky people. Like, they just try to be happy. Like, be happy. There's no problem. Fortunately, she's reminding me of something that I'm not going to get into. But, sorry about that. But, so that's Inside Out. And it's just, get interrupted for the whole minute of footage. But we will get into the Minions. Will that be good? Will that be bad?